Hello guys, and welcome to my very first ever sim racing video. This is going to be a little bit different than what I'm used to posting. So actually finally got into my old YouTube channel today, which is exciting because I haven't been on there for 4 years and got a few subscribers on there. So anyway, what we're doing here now is we've just jumped into a random race on Iracing. It's a rookie oval race in a Legends car, which is, I guess, similar to an Aussie race car. And they actually have their own Legends series in Australia now, which is pretty cool. They race on road courses. So, haven't done a lap with this track, with this car combination for many years. So, I'm not too sure how it's going to all end up. It's probably going to end up bad. Not sure what gear we should be in. But anyway, that was terrible. So, there's the first 2 laps, track car combination. We just literally jumped in, and I've just realised that you can do screen recording with Windows 10, so I thought this would be a good little opportunity to record a video and see how it comes up. So there he is. Look at old mate. He's pretty cool. We'll reverse back and no other cars on the track, obviously, so I'm not going to get nailed. Look at him. He's happy to be alive, that fella. So I showed the car that we're running in this one. She's an old rust bucket. It looks pretty cool. Something a little bit different. Bit of tongue-in-cheek sort of stuff. Not taking this too seriously. But yeah, I'm actually part of a sim racing team. It's Jim's Sim Shed, which is a very cool team. Bunch of great guys and a lot of diverse bunch of drivers in the team. But because this is my first ever sim racing video, I thought I'll just run my own livery and have a bit of fun with this one. So if things go all wrong, then we're not directly linked to JPPS, which, now that I've just said it, I guess we are, aren't we? So, anyway, it's going to be a bit of fun. So what times did they do? Adam Teo did a 50.0, Molly Lindner, 50.1. What did I do? 15.8. Wow, so about 8 tenths off the pace. So, we need to try and find that somehow. So what we'll do is, it's a 40 lap race, which isn't very long because they're only 15 second laps. So, we'll just cruise in, try and get into a bit of a rhythm, try and stay out of trouble. So we car number 7. So in iRacing terms, that means that I have the 7th highest I rating in the server. So to gain I rating, what you want to do really is finish above what number you are in the server. So if we can finish above 7th today, it will be pretty cool. We are in 9th. And there's a couple of guys behind us, which is good. So alright, there's another Rust car up there. We'll try and catch him. We're teammates. Oh, this guy's not going anywhere. Hello. Oh, okay. Went off to a good start there. But it's 2 pacing laps around the circuit anyway, so we've got plenty of time to catch back up. They sound cool. They run a... I don't know if these ones run a 1000 or 1200cc motorbike engine, but either way, they sound pretty cool.
To go. Next time by.
I'm actually a little bit nervous about this. I don't know how it's going to go. But we'll find out. Wish this guy would squeeze up. Look, he's nodding his head. He's shaking his head at me, look.
Get ready, going green.
I usually run without the steering wheel on. Oh, here we go. We're going to get a good start here. Look at this. Woo! Well, made up a few positions. Oh, they're spinning behind me. That was a bit hectic. This guy's going to hit me. No, he's not. So I'm not sure. So what? Run 4th gear. I'm guessing. That's what everyone else seems to be doing. See if we hit the limiter here. No, we don't. So, oh, this guy's going to hit me. I just know it. Cameron Clark. He's going to hit me. Great clips. I feel like this guy's already my rival. Jason Bottoms. Is that Jensen Button's alter ego? It could be. So he's just gone quicker than what our qualifying time. Oh, we're going to run on him. Let's do it. Should we send it? Yep. Oh! No, I didn't hit him. He's right. Going to hit him now though. Ooh. Look at that. That was pretty cool. Now we're going to work out how to go quick. I think I'm turning him too early. I don't know. runs here. Being a rookie race as well, there's, yeah, definitely turning too early. What are you doing? There's no cautions, so, yeah, if you're going to spin out, you're going to lose a lot of position, and unless there's a miracle, there's no real way to make that back up. So you just got to be careful. So we're in 6th. That's a lot better than 9th. A few guys got caught at the start there in the outside lane. I'm not sure what they were doing, but I also weren't watching what they were doing. Everyone runs the fixed setup in rookie racing as well, so there's no advantage from guys that, I guess, are on the sim more than other drivers. So they lose the advantage of being able to set the car up, which is good. I tend to jump in the fixed setup racing a lot more than open setup racing, just because of the time that it takes to actually set a car up. And Iracing has changed a little bit in that respect, because back in the early days, so I've been on Iracing now for 10 years, would you believe that? Back in the early days, you know, you jump in a server and everyone would be sharing setups around. It was a pretty common thing, but nowadays it's quite uncommon for people to be friendly in that way, which is a bit of a shame.
I'm coming under you.
It's one of the best things about being in a team, especially Jim's sim shed, is the fact that everyone's very helpful, everyone helps each other out with setups as such, which is quite good. So we're losing quite a lot of time on the leaders, but we're putting quite a lot of time on the guys behind us as well, which is a bit of a boring old race for my first video. I was hoping to have a bit of door slamming action. Jeez, we've only done 14 laps. 13 laps, not 14 laps now. Starting to get dizzy. So this guy's catching us behind this Reese Carey guy. I think he is anyway. Oh my god, we're about to get lapped. It's going to make things interesting. So yeah, one of the best things, my best memories of iRacing was when first starting out in the rookie series. And back in them days it was a Pontiac Solstice on the road, and the same as what we're doing here on the oval side of things, the Legends on Lanier and I think South Boston. But just so much fun because it was also fresh. And it was just this next generation of sim racing, you know, with being able to talk to each other on the track, and it just really was a blast. Oh, don't hit him.
Thank you, Kevin.
Nah, you're right, mate, all good. So in oval racing too, they don't call you by your name, they call you by your number. Which I guess is a NASCAR style thing. So I don't know how he's getting that speed. Like, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I'll let him through, he's the leader. Molly, go Molly. That's a terrible livery, isn't it? Look at it. Maybe I've burnt my tyres up. I'm not sure, but whatever I'm doing it wrong. Oh mate, he's behind me, he wants to pass, so I'll let him go up the inside of this next corner because he's lapping me.
Good luck.
Look at this blue guy, he's got disaster written all over him.
Outside is clear.
Keegan Whitelaw. Yeah, but back to what I was saying, it was just so much fun, and you know, so we went from R Factor, which was good. I mean, R Factor was good in its day, and the best thing about R Factor was all the mods we used to use. And never forget the time when my first league race in R Factor, I can't remember what the group was called, but they were using the Group A touring car mod. which had VR. Oh, we just got spun. Wow. I'll just sit here, chill here for a bit. Go. Not even gonna bother saying anything to that bloke. Here comes Jason Bottoms again. Yeah, so we're on there. It was at Sandown, and I went the Toyota 86 Corolla because that mod actually had my dad in it. So the car that my dad drove in 1986 in the Battleston 1000 was included in the mod, which was a Toyota 86, Toyota AE86. Anyway, I jumped in there and there was a guy in the same car, and by the name of David Patterson, and we started talking because he noticed my name being last name Nightingale. He said, "Oh, you're not Brian's son, are you?" I said, "Yeah, I am." So that was my dad. And it turned out that he actually owned the car that my dad raced in 1986, which was owned by Bob Holden back in the day. Drove with a guy called Keith McClellan. And I thought it was just, wow, what a small world, you know, you just jump on this server, don't know anyone. And then you meet the guy that owns the car that your dad used to race in the Battleston 1000, which is very, very cool. And we've actually stayed in touch since then. Seen the car up close, I've had a sit in it. It's not running the livery though of the 86 1000, unfortunately. He's gone back to Bob Holden type livery, which ran in a different year, which is fine. We're about to get lapped again. We'll let him through.
Car inside, clear.
So yeah, anyway, we used to jump on when we first got on iRacing. It was myself, Madison Down, Corey Slade. Oh, who else was there? Well, they're the sort of the main guys that
Great job.
are still on iRacing now. And there was a series called the Mustang series. Absolutely loved that, and I was devastated when they took that away. It's such a great car to drive. But yeah, so we all started as rookies and had to build ourselves up. Goal, of course, is to be A class and have the highest I rating possible. So we've got 7 laps to go, and we're back in 8th, unfortunately. So probably gain a tiny bit of I rating, maybe, but not much. Fortunately, got spun by old mate in the rusty car like ours. I'll just set these guys through.
Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
So if anyone's wondering what gear I'm using a Thrustmaster TX with a swap, we'll let him through, with a Sparko wheel, Club Sport, Phonetic Club Sport V2 pedals, which are pretty good.
5 laps to go.
Except the accelerator's got a bit of a spike, so you have to adjust that in game. Here comes old mate who hit me. And
Let's go.
I'm using a TH8RS shifter from Thrustmaster,
Clear.
which is quite good, but obviously this is paddle shift, so we don't need to use a shifter.
Still inside.
Oh, we could in sequential mode, I suppose, but I just use the paddles.
White flag. Stay smooth.
And a track racer cockpit, which is okay. I prefer my Butto Ozone actually, which funny enough used to be Corey Slade's. Well, that was a little bit uneventful, guys. I'm sorry. I had a bit of a spin there, got taken out by old... Holy... Jesus.
There's the flag. It's over.
Well, you know what's funny? I still need to do another lap,
Nice run. Solid work.
I think. Yeah, lap 39 of 40. So, out of that we had 8 total incidents. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't watching then. I was too busy talking. I think the old days of being competitive and doing this are gone.
Okay, the race is
Because
over. Bring it on in.
trying to do 2 things at once. Alrighty, so that was my first sim racing video that I've ever recorded. It's going to be rusty, I know. If you enjoy it, subscribe, share it, give me some feedback. I'll keep doing them as long as you guys like them. They ended up finishing 8th. Fair enough. Do a little donut, eh? Just to sign off. Good times. Alright guys, see you around.